since esports has been around, or I guess more modern esports since Call of Duty 4, there's always been the debate that rested that was whether esports is ruining Call of Duty, and that was sort of like one of the low ranking debates, I guess, within the Call of Duty community that has been around until esports started to get bigger towards the beginning of Black Ops 2, beginning of Ghost, is when esports blew up, and with that blow up of esports came the blow up of the debate whether esports ruins Call of Duty. And within this past year and a half, towards the beginning of Advanced Warfare is when it really, I guess, exploded itself in the community, and you had everybody talking about it, whether it was just the pros or the regular class players who played nothing but pubs. So when Advanced Warfare came out, that's really when the accusations began to rise that esports, or I guess the game developers, like, and these huge Goliaths of companies began to cater towards esports. And people began to think that because all these big YouTubers and these big pros who had thousands and millions of subscribers on YouTube, who had voices in the community, began to say things like, you know, we want a new game, we want new this, we want new that, we don't want the old, you know, jump and shoot type of game anymore that they've had for years and years. And that's when Advanced Warfare got released and announced. So whether it was sort of set up that that these big YouTubers sort of said all this at the same time right before it was announced, or whether it wasn't, those accusations that Advanced Warfare catered to them are, in my opinion, completely false. Only because that game was being developed for years before these YouTubers began to say, you know what, we want all this new stuff. And so this company didn't really have the, I guess, the ears to hear what they were saying. And even if that was the case, then the next Call of Duty that's coming out in November of 2016, which is Infinite Warfare, that will be an old style game like World at War, Call of Duty 4 that's coming out, because YouTubers are now saying, you know, they want the old stuff again, they want the jump and shoot types of games once again. So when you look at it that way, esports doesn't really have a control over the Call of Duty community. But then you have people with the point of, you know, these big YouTubers or pros that have millions of followers and millions of subscribers on YouTube or whatever, they'll say, you know, this gun's not powerful enough, or this gun can get nerfed a little bit, or this attachment or perk or whatever that may be. And sometimes weeks later, even days later, the game developer will come out with a buff nerf for it or a patch update, and they'll say, you know what, you're right, we're gonna fix this. And so in that point, that point is very valid. I mean, I could see where that comes from, but then you also have to look at it as, you know, these people play this game all day long and they get paid to do that by YouTube and by these developers. So if these developers have an idea or see an idea that they like or think will make the game more balanced or whatever, they're gonna take it. And that's always been the community, whether it's a big YouTuber or a small little guy on Twitter with 100 followers on it. I mean, that's always been there since Call of Duty 4, and it's always gonna be there. But sometimes you have the pros who have a bigger voice in the community and have higher followings. But if they say it, what's not to say that other people in the community don't have the exact same opinion, but just don't have the ability to say it out loud to these big developers. So in situations like that, it's actually quite healthy for the community, because they're making the game better, they're trying to make the game more balanced, they're making it more enjoyable for everybody rather than just themselves. So in that point, it's not really ruining Call of Duty either. But then you always have the things like League play and Arena and Ranked play and Clan vs. Clan from Ghost and all those things that are in the game to sort of separate the UNG, MLG players from the casual gamers who strictly play, you know, pubs and demolition, domination, that sort of thing. So then you'll get casual gamers will say, well, you know, these developers, they really did care to esports with putting this arena mode or league play or clan versus clan or ranked play into the game, when really they did. And that's only because they wanted to have try to appease everybody, when in the end you can't appease anybody. You could have the casual gamers get mad whenever these big YouTubers, pros, you know, they'll say, you know, we want this, and then it'll get put in the game. But then you'll have these YouTubers, pros get mad whenever the casual gamers say, you know, we want this. But then the whole community will get mad at each other whenever each one of them says something in specific. So in the end, nobody wins, and there's always going to be a complaint or a big old debate in the community in the end. The developers will always have something in place for these bigger pros in esports. There's always going to be something for esports to do, and there's always going to be something that the developers will cater towards a larger community as a whole and the more casual gamers. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure if you did, leave a like, subscribe down below. Also, comment with what your opinions are on the topic of whether esports is ruining Call of Duty. I love to hear your guys' opinions, and make sure you guys stay connected and follow my Twitter. It'll be in the description below. I always tweet out whenever I'm uploading my videos or editing them or going live on Twitch or whatever I'm doing. And last but not least, make sure you guys check out my last video. It's on the screen now, so go ahead and click the annotation. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I'm Jax, and I'm out.